Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Delisha Renee,
and to start with,
and if you saw the title or you clicked on the video, you know you got a recipe coming up for you today.
This here is
we are doing salmon cakes, which is a little switch on your traditional
as you can see from the packaging, it is bone and skin on, so you definitely want to remove those if you are using the same kind. If yours is already deboned,
there's just been a lot going on, good for you, personally, and plus doing a bunch of overtime for work, so that really hasn't given me a chance to actually film a cooking video.
And then we can go on
edit and then upload and all that jazz. So apologies, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be more consistent.
As you can see, we're gonna start with
putting content out weekly, but you know, it's a work in progress. Bear with me, please.
And then to that, we're going to add. This is going to sound a little weird,
kind of turning into one of my top favorite,
mixture of
maybe top 10
almond flour
favorite of foods I like to make in our rotation.
Here, so this is going to
very
be
easily affordable,
helpful with our binding to keep this low carb, so that we
your traditional like crab. Crab is quite expensive.
Again, I know it sounds a little weird, but trust me,
near where they catch crabs,
if you are trying to keep your carbs low, like I am, it's a great
crab can be a little expensive whether it's canned or fresh. And whereas salmon's a little bit more affordable here, yeah, it can get to a higher price
maybe
point
a quarter cup.
Like your tuna.
Again, as usual, I'm going to post the recipe in the description box for all the exact measurements, so that you don't have to keep rewinding the video to get
canned salmon rather than fresh salmon. It really
and then we're
going to
add some Dijon mustard.
Meal, and it's I don't know where you guys are, but right now here on the East Coast, it's kind of, we're having a little spring preview. You can actually just to where the sun has been out.
You can
over 50 degrees.
All over your hands like I do.
And so all the heavy jackets have been taken off. We're in our hoodies or lighter jackets, and we're outside trying to soak up in all that sun because we don't know if we're getting another snowstorm soon. You just never know when you're on the Eastern Seaboard. So that means you might want to have like a little lighter fare. You maybe not want to roast or some of your heartier stews that you have during the colder like winter months. So I was like, oh, it's hot. It's well, not hot out. It's nice out. Don't really want to cook too much over the stove. I just want something light. So these salmon cakes really come together in about maybe 15 minutes. The longest period of time is just putting them in the fridge to cool in the for about 30 minutes. So that's the only like hands-off time. And then your actual prep is probably maybe 8 minutes, and then your cook time is probably 10 minutes total. So let's say it's like a 20-minute meal that you can have on the table in a quickness. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Let's get it going. So here we have about 1 pound, I believe, of salmon. It's 2 14-ounce cans of the canned salmon. As you can see here, this one is bone and skin included. So if you're going to get that, you're going to have to remove the bones and the skin so that no one's choking or anything, especially with the bones, and just remove those. And then you're going to flake these up with a fork to mash them all together to look as such. And then you're going to go ahead and add your rest of your ingredients. And we're going to start with an egg here. And then after that, we're going to start with something that might sound a little weird, but trust me on it. So you're going to take some almond flour and a little bit of liquid. Here I'm using almond milk. And it's going to make like this little mush, like porridge like mush. And this is going to help be our binder along with the egg for the salmon cakes, so that we can keep this low carb as I am doing here. If you don't care about that, you just go ahead and just use breadcrumbs for the amount listed below in the description box and be on your way. And then also added to that, we're going to add some mayo. I'm using avocado oil mayo here. You use whatever mayo you wish. And this one's probably about 1/4 cup. Again, those recipes will be in the description box down below. This is probably about 1/4 cup. Add to that, gonna add some Dijon mustard. And if you want to be like me, make sure you explode it right over your hands, because that's just what we do around here. We just make a mess. And then, but actually, you're just gonna probably put in about a tablespoon of such. And then next up, we have some garlic powder. And that's going to be about a teaspoon of that. And then you're going to add some onion powder as well. Again, another teaspoon. So equal parts of your onion powder and garlic powder. And then you're going to add some fresh cracked pepper and some salt to taste, and as meaning to taste as in to your liking. And I'm gonna add some fresh chopped parsley here, and of course if you don't have fresh chopped parsley, you can go ahead and use dried. If you don't have either of that, oregano will work here too. You can also maybe add some dill if you have that. That would probably be a good substitution as well, or an add-in with the parsley. And then it's gonna mix that all together until it's just combined. You don't want to over mix, and then because you don't want this to come out tough, so you just want to mix it all together until just all the ingredients are just uniformly combined. And after you finish mixing this all up, it's going to go in the fridge for 30 minutes at least, so that it can firm up so it does not break apart as we cook them in our pan. So I realized after I had put it in the fridge that I forgot to also add coconut aminos, which is what I had wanted to add. Or you can use soy sauce if you so choose. So I took that out and added that in, but I didn't take the camera out to show that. But just to let you know, because you're going to see it in the recipe down below, that you're going to add your coconut aminos or soy sauce if you choose. And it's going to add a little bit of that umami flavor to your salmon cakes. Equally delicious. But if you don't have it, you can also leave it out and it will still be delicious. So back to the video. Alright, after your 30 minutes is up, or at the very least 30 minutes, you can actually keep these up to overnight. You want to heat a pan on medium heat with some oil. I am using avocado oil here, but you can use whatever oil you choose. And I am using a cookie scoop or ice cream scoop to make sure I'm just getting even amounts of the filling or cakes or whatever, and then I'm just mashing them down with my finger to make them slightly thin, probably about 1/4 of an inch or so. And then you definitely don't want to overcrowd the pan, so I'm just going to use about 4 here, and you're just going to let them go on each side, maybe about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, so they're nice and crisp up on both sides, so that you know they're nice and browned. And that's really all it takes. Just add some tartar sauce or cocktail sauce, whatever you choose, and you have a quick, simple dinner on the table. As you can see, that was super simple, with the longest time period being in the fridge for that, the bare minimum of 30 minutes, so that it can firm up so it doesn't break apart in the pan. You could easily prep this the night before or in the morning before you want to make it, and you have a simple meal ready to go. It didn't really show it in the video, but you can pair it up with whatever you wish. Steamed broccoli or any type of steamed vegetable, a stir fry, just some regular like sesame noodles, however you want to eat it, or just eat them all right then and there. You never, who said you eat a vegetable? Just kidding, eat your vegetables. But it's a fairly simple recipe that you can have ready to go, not counting the cooling time, within the next 20 minutes to have something lighter and still filling meal to go about for either lunch, dinner, heck, even eat them for breakfast with some eggs. However you want to eat them, it's up to you. Eat them as a snack, up to you. There are no rules when it comes to when and how to eat your food. So if you liked this video, or if you found the recipe very helpful, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Did you make this? Tag me on Instagram, #DeliciaReneeTV. You can also tag me on Twitter as well with the same name. I'll put them down right here. Also, the links are in the description box as well. And as I said in the video, I will have linked the recipe down below in case I didn't give actual measurements in the video, or so you don't have to scroll back and figure out what it is I'm doing. Recipes will be down below for you. And thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching the content. If you would like to leave a suggestion of what recipe you would like to see me do next, again, leave a comment down below. And I always love taking suggestions of your recipes that you want to see me do. Maybe recalibrate a traditional higher caloric meal into a lighter, easy for you, but still flavorful and still good for you. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.